It's Messi! It is the cleanest of clean finishes from the best on the planet.
It's time for the biggest sports stories.
Liverpool, the champions of Europe, on top of the world.
The biggest interviews.
That such a great spectacle is ruined by such thuggish behavior.
And all the analysis right here.
He's the one player that has the arrogance to think that he can play in any stadium in the world and any pitch in the world in front of any player in the world and take them on.
Every weekday, it's my sport, it's your sport. It's ZiFM Sport. Let's join the team for the biggest show in the world of sport on ZiFM Stereo. My station, your station.
It's literally the last Thursday of the month, so let's make it a good one. Welcome to it. This is ZiFM Sport on a Thursday, Throwback Thursday, and each and every Thursday here on ZiFM Sport, we keep it short, sharp, and sweet as we take you closer to your sports stars. In case you are new here, this is the show where we feature the biggest sports stars locally and internationally so that you get to know them a little bit better. My name is Sean Tafrenyika. I'm the producer of ZiFM Sport, and I hope you're being safe. The handle is at ZiFM Sport if you want to hit us up and have a bit of a chat on all things sport. In fact, the ZiFM Sport team, the Z team, get it? We are all available on social media. Simply search for Barry Manandi, Mike Madoda, Mark Paz, Chris, or myself, Sean Tafrenyika. Now, our big feature sports star comes from the National Basketball Association, the NBA. He was declared the bubble MVP after the NBA season resumed in a biosecure clean site in Orlando, Florida. His homies like me, we call him Dame Dollar.
Hi, my name is Luke Bahamute, Los Angeles Clippers small forward, and you're listening to ZiFM Sport.
Dame Dollar, Dame Time, the man that they call Damian Lillard. He is our featured star for tonight. We'll hear from Lillard in conversation with Asia Wilson and Nafisa Kolia, who are stars of the Women's National Basketball Association. Yes, that's the WNBA, and yes, it's literally the equivalent of the NBA. Anyway, Lillard talked about his recent historic scoring record, the mindset behind leading his team to the playoffs, and so much more. So let's get to it.
It's Dame Dollar, y'all. Give it up, boy. I don't even know how to put it in words right now.
Dame, take it away.
Yeah, okay.
And the crowd goes wild.
Let's go.
I recently saw that they're gonna have like these, I guess, bubble awards. So I want you to give us your spiel as because right now you bubble MVP right now.
Facts.
Clearly. So
campaign yourself.
I'll say Devin Booker.
Okay.
I'll give it to him because they undefeated.
That's true. But I don't know.
He can have a bubble MVP, but I need the playoff spot.
Oh, that's facts.
I like the way you.
I want to hear your MVP campaign though.
Ooh, yeah.
For me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go off.
I think because the MVP of the bubble is probably going to come down to Book, me, and who else? TJ Warren.
Probably. Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
That's probably fair.
Yeah.
TJ Warren, they already in the playoffs. I think me and Book had the most to play for.
Mm-hmm.
So I think honestly, whoever get that spot, that's who should be MVP.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, that makes sense.
Whoever get that spot, that's who should be MVP.
Would you consider yourself unguardable right now?
I mean, I go into every game feeling like I can get done whatever I want to get done, but I think it's a lot of people that feel that way, and there's a lot of people who should feel that way in the league. But what it comes down to, because we play in the best league in the world, is what kind of night you gonna have. You know what I'm saying? Some guys gonna miss shots because they miss, even when it's good D. Sometimes I feel like I've been defended pretty well, but I'm just good at making tough shots. Like I know how
that
to
you are.
get to certain spots. I know what I want to get to, and it's just a matter of comfort as opposed to how well somebody guard me. So
For sure.
I don't know. I wouldn't say unguardable.
There's a humble side.
Yeah, we don't want that. This is the tea. Cool. We want you to leave the humbleness at the door.
So I mean, that's the thing. I wouldn't say that I got the tea. I would just say, if you ask me something, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Straight
you feel me? Like I ain't gonna I ain't gonna go out of my way to say some controversial shit, but I'm not gonna shy away from what the truth is. So
For sure, yes.
if y'all consider that tea, then that's tea.
Oh, we do. We'll get into that. Don't you worry.
So for those who don't know, Dame has been scoring probably like 112 points in 8 quarters. Like that is I just scored 12 points last night in 4 quarters.
I'm like, I have a long way to go.
You've been serving though. You've been serving. I was saying y'all box short after y'all game.
Yeah, so that is like crazy, and like you're willing like your team to win every night pretty much. Is this run for a playoff spot really pushing you to perform at this legendary level that you're at right now?
Yeah, I think it's the only reason I'm here right now is to try to get into the playoffs, and then our season will continue from there. But we basically fighting for our playoff lives right now.
Sure.
It's kind of like the season got suspended in March.
Yep.
So March, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. We left July 9th. So that's 4.5, almost 5 months of just like training and training and training.
For sure.
To be here for a month, like, nah.
Yeah.
You can't go out like that.
I ain't seen my son. Like, I ain't been around my family like over a month now. So it's like I didn't do all that and step away from all that to come here and just play 8 games and go home. So I'm gonna leave it all out there.
I love that energy.
Facts. I would be sick for
Yeah.
8 games.
Like that's gonna be sick. So we still playing for the spot. So all the other teams are still here, but they not playing for nothing. But you just see them kind of walking around like, damn, like we can't wait to get this last game out the way and take our ass home. Like I'm not trying to be that.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
So you're always on league fits. So how many leagues did you pack for the bubble? You trying to make league fits again? I said you're always on league fits. How many outfits did you pack for the bubble?
Me on there?
Yes. On the Fit Watch.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I gotta follow that. I gotta follow my Instagram.
League fits. Shout out to you.
I'm gonna have to follow league fits because I don't be dressing crazy and I don't. Like, I dress in what I like to wear.
Well, other people like what you're
I don't
wearing.
be into all the trends and all that, trying to stand out.
I brought 2 suitcases full of t-shirts and shorts.
Oh. I
got 5 suitcases.
Oh my goodness.
Nah, y'all tripping. I got 1 suitcase for snacks because I ain't know how the food was gonna be, and I got 1 for the clothes.
That's why you're on league fits and we're not.
I had a suitcase with all snacks in it. I had 1 with all like a bunch of shoes. I had all my clothes, and then I had like socks and boxers and t-shirts.
What's your go-to snack?
Oh yeah.
I brought my studio equipment.
Hey, see, we gonna get to that.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
You were talking about bringing your studio stuff, and for those who don't know, you know, your alter ego, I guess you could say, is Dame Dollar. And like that's kind of like your off-court interest, of course, is rapping. So do you think like the music helps you focus in a way? Like, have you produced any new songs?
Can we get a preview?
A sneak peek, a drop, something?
I did. Hey, I've probably done like 3 or 4 songs since we've been here.
Okay.
Oh.
And it's cool because it's just balanced. Like I be needing, like usually when we at home, I'll be able to go out to eat, go to my mom's house, go do this, go do that, go to the. I mean, it's just other stuff I could be doing to take my mind off hoop.
Yeah.
And just like live a normal life. And here is like you at work the whole time. You go from the meeting room to the training room to practice, and then you got a game, and then you go back to the room, and then you got to be down there for a meeting, and then it's like you just permanently at work. So
we know.
Having my studio up here is cool because I just come up here and my engineer in LA, I can just take control of my laptop. We run the session like that. So I just FaceTime them. We do it, and I'll be in here 3.5, 4 hours. Just
oh wow,
that's dope.
Recording, messing around, like. So it gives you that balance, that chance to step away, even though we stuck. So
can we get some bars?
Okay, cool.
Can we hear a little bit?
Some bars?
Yes.
I'm going to drop one. Look, I'm going to drop one. So my plan is we need to win tomorrow.
Okay.
If we win tomorrow, we'll be the 8 seed.
Okay.
And then in the play-in game, we just got to beat the 9 seed one time if we win tomorrow. So if we win the playing game, I'm going to drop one of the songs right after the game.
All right, there you go. See, y'all, we got that's tea right
that's
there.
Some tea.
You see, you
that's
tea. That's tea.
That's some tea.
Period.
So we got to make sure we get to that playing game.
That's it.
So
that's it.
Yes. So what's been the toughest part about being in the bubble? I know, obviously, being away from your son. Is it the family part where you can't see them?
Yeah, I think that's the toughest part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like, it reminded me of AAU, but you know, that's like a tournament for the weekend and then you go home. We've been here over a month. Like,
it's tough for sure.
Yeah, but I mean that also kind of shows your loyalty to the game and everyone around you. And we were saying that we remember when Earl Watson, you know, had that tweet about you having an option to join a super team, but you didn't. Like, I guess we want to see, like, talk about your loyalty and how you just really down for your city, your team, and your family. Like, that's rare in some cases, and we applaud you in that way. But how did you feel about not joining that super team and wanting to kind of pave the way on your own?
Yeah, I mean, I do rock with Portland. Like, I like Portland a lot. I like living there. A lot of my family moved to Portland. My mom, my brother, my sister. A bunch of my cousins live in Portland and work in Portland, brought their families up there. So, like, we've established that as like another home base for us. So that's a huge reason why I enjoy it and I stay there. But the organization is great. Like, I play with a lot of players that play at other places and they like, man, you lucky to play for an organization like this. So I don't take it for granted and trying to search for a super team, or I'm gonna go here and play with this dude, or I want to play in this city, because sometimes grass ain't always greener. So I don't mess around with that. Like, I don't mess around with my happiness and what I'm comfortable with if I don't have to.
Yeah.
Portland is that, so I don't really see why I should be pursuing that. Mm-hmm. And it's also not so much loyalty to just being on this team. It's who I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't run from the possibility of failing. Like, if we never win it, I'm gonna walk away from the game like I built a lot of friendships. I know I kept it solid with everybody I crossed paths with. Mm-hmm. We had a good time. We won a lot of games. I made a lot of money. I gave it my best. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't lose myself in the midst of that. So that's where the loyalty comes in. I think people get that mixed up a lot, where they like, you know, you're loyal to the team when it's a business, and I know that. So you know, it might come a day where these teams be like, all right, we done with him, we're gonna trade him. Or teams do it all the time, but my loyalty and what I'm saying is about me. Like, this is what I choose to do. So whatever comes with that, I know I can deal with it. So I don't really be sweating it like that.
So let's talk about Melo a little bit. He was 2 years out of the league. Now he's back doing his thing. But the media and the fans kind of love disrespecting the greats. But you supported him throughout all this. How do you feel about that, and how do you like playing with him?
I love playing with him. I mean, I always had a lot of respect for Melo just because of the way I viewed him from the outside. Because I didn't know him personally like that. I'm a people watcher. Like, I watch people's interviews. I see what they say. I see how their body language is when certain things happen. And I just watch stuff like that, and I don't judge them, but I'm like, okay, I kind of get a grip on who I feel like they could be as people. And I always felt like he was solid. So even when I was hearing the noise about, this happened in Houston or this happened in OKC and he's done, he can't do this, he can't do that, I never believed it because of the person that, in my mind, I saw him to be. I was like, nah, he seemed like he too solid to go out like that or to have that type of behavior with him. So when they was like, you know, we could get Melo, he didn't work, I was like, we got to do it, because we had been trying to get him for 3 years. He went to OKC, then he went to Houston. So I'm happy we finally got him. You know, he's a great dude. He's solid. He's humble. Good teammate. And he just do stuff the right way. So, you know, to bring in a Hall of Fame player like him with that type of status and stature as a player in person, and for him to be who he is, like, I'm even more surprised than I thought I would be. Mm-hmm. I think that's why it works so well, because I don't really care what, you know, who's a star, who's not a star, what people think you are and all that. To me, it's like, is you cool? Is you solid? Are you genuine? Or are you trying to like put off some type of facade? Or you trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Big me, little you, I ain't with none of that. So once I picked up on the fact that he wasn't like that, like even more so in my presence, I was like, I could rock with Melo heavy.
That's cool.
Like even away from his team, like I can get with.
That's
awesome.
Yeah. So another teammate of yours, CJ, he has a wine. Have you tried it? Is it good? What's your ratings on that?
So I'm not the most what is it? My wine etiquette is not up to par.
I like Moscato.
Okay, so that's cool.
See, I had some Moscato last night. I'm a baby in the wine.
Me too.
Yeah, same.
But at first it was like Moscato, then it was like Riesling, and I didn't really like red wine. I just couldn't do it.
Nope.
And then CJ had an event at this winery in Portland, and I went, and they was just having me trying all these different reds, and I started to like it. So now I drink red wine.
Okay.
Ooh, you're cultured.
Yes.
I'm still
Fancy.
not like up to speed on knowing the names and what's in this, what's in that. Like I don't be knowing this, but his wine is good though.
Okay.
I give him that.
That's
and
good.
I ain't just saying that, it is good. That's like whenever we sit down and open up one of his bottles of wine since we've been here, that's what we drink.
Mm-hmm. I wish I liked red wine. I'd feel so fancy, just like
I feel like
at my house by myself with some red wine.
It's an acquired taste because at first I just could not do it, and now it's like it's just different. I don't know.
You fancy.
Maybe we'll get
you
to
gotta
that
be
point,
open to it, and you gotta be eating the right thing with it.
That's true. I've heard
part
that
of
too.
it.
I heard that. Okay.
Do you swirl it and
Part of
smell
my
it?
issue in the beginning, I'd just be like eating some fries. I'd be like, let me try it. And I'd be like, damn. And then somebody like, and then I got to the winery and I had some steak.
Yeah.
With it, and it just hit different.
Okay, that's maybe where it lost me.
Maybe that's a disconnect.
Yeah.
Oreos and red wine just
don't go together. Popcorn, wet
See, you throwing it off.
Okay, we got you there. All right.
So a quote from Kobe, your rookie year, was, "That boy is serious. He's not afraid of anything." He said that in an interview. What goes through your mind now when you hear that?
I don't know, maybe it's my pride and I be too competitive sometimes, but like I never feel validated by stuff that people say. I'd be like, I thought so. Like I thought that too. But like when Kobe said that when I was a rookie, like I was hella proud. I was like, damn, Kobe, because Kobe, he wasn't friendly like that.
No.
Yeah.
Like I think now that, you know, time has passed, I think towards the end of his career, like my fourth year, I would say, maybe my fifth year. I think my fifth year was his last year. He started to be way more cool with people. Like you saw him working with people and doing all that type of stuff. But my rookie year, he was not friendly at all. Even on the court, he was a just straight dog. But to hear him say that after the game, I was just like, that was one of those moments where I was like Kobe acknowledged me. It came from Kobe, so I know I'm not tripping. I know I could be one of them ones, you know. So when I look back at it now, I'm like, damn, he really showed major love when I was fresh. You know what I'm saying? I was new, so that's pretty cool to see that clip when people be just kind of bringing it back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're getting to the fun part. It's time to spill the tea.
It is. It's time to like talk about some tea.
It's time to spill the tea.
So we know greatness comes with a lot of noise, a lot of haters, and we love how you're just so vocal with your fans on Twitter, whether it's good, bad, ugly, indifferent, whatever, who cares? Like, does that motivate you? Like how do you get into it? Because sometimes athletes find themselves being politically correct. How do you tune out these haters? How do you get into underneath their skin? Things like that.
The first thing is like a lot of people be like, man, why you even entertaining that? Or why you responding to that? And I'll be like, I don't see myself as exclusive to like, if somebody say something, like I'm gonna say something back. Cause I know that like I'm not deep in my feelings about it. So like, I think I'm in a position where I come from a position where I don't feel like I gotta be like politically correct and all that, because I know if I say something, it's gonna come from a genuine place. Like I'm gonna say what what I'm willing to stand on.
I feel like
I'm not about to just say something wild on Twitter just to get people to say, "Oh, look
yeah,
what you
just
said,"
for attention.
like that. I'm gonna say, so if somebody come at me crazy, I'm gonna be like, well, boom, boom, boom.
No, and that's exactly what the funniest part of the interview was. Like, you were so calm, like, not mad. He just calmly explained, "I sent him home. I sent him home." Like straight face.
Quick with it. Like, that
was the best part about the interview.
I mean, because that was just facts, though.
I know. That's why it was such a killer.
Like, I wasn't even mad. See, and that was the thing. Like, all that happened was people mentioned to me what happened after the game. I walked right off the court, so I didn't know.
Right.
I wasn't paying attention. I was like, damn, I just missed 2 free throws. We lost, whatever. That's what I was thinking about.
Right.
Once I walked off the court, it was brought to my attention, so I just was like, I said what I had to say, and that was that. It wasn't even a big deal to me. It just, but when you say stuff that to give people something to run with, they run with it. And that's all that happened.
Yeah. Okay, that was some good TV.
But it started to get kind of
that they ran with it.
I know.
Like whatever.
They started to get kind of personal. I thought that was a little off kilter.
Yeah.
When Paul George's wife kind of got into it.
Oh yeah, all that. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, my sister, like my family's super tight, so
yeah. For sure.
You say something to somebody and everybody feel like they got to jump in and all that. And I told her, like, if grown men, if we go having a little back and forth, don't jump in. It's no different than if a fight break out between men. You're not about to jump in. Like, watch out.
Right.
Let us handle it. Let us handle what we gonna handle, because it wasn't that deep. Like I just said, it wasn't that deep. It was just they said something, I said something, they said something, I said something. So it was just that. Mm-hmm. So I told her that was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, take that down. It ain't even that type of situation.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But before that could happen, I didn't even know about it. But she said something, then she replied, and it was like, this ain't even got nothing to do with them. So it shouldn't even got to that point. So I mean, I nipped that in the bud quick. Like, man, relax, don't even go there with it.
Cool.
And that was that. But once again, it was never that deep.
Yeah,
like it wasn't even. It wasn't on my heart. When I left the arena.
Yeah.
I got on Instagram. Somebody said something. I said something back. I wasn't like monitoring the situation. I was just like, people were sending it to me like, oh, look at this, look at this. And I was just like, oh. Whatever.
You're the calmest person ever.
Right. I need Dame in my corner.
I know.
We got a game tomorrow. Like, I was just happy I could redeem myself the next day instead of having to wait like a day in between or any of that. I wasn't sure.
Right. I like it.
Wow. Yeah. I need to be like you when I grow up.
Right.
All right. This is start one.
Life is too precious.
Dame Dollar, Dame Time, Damian Lillard, he's a straight killer, a sniper on the court, a pure baller. Unfortunately, he dislocated a finger on his non-shooting left hand in Game 3 of the Western Conference clash against the top seeds LA Lakers. And then in Game 4, he left the court in the third quarter after picking up a knee injury. The LA Lakers lead that Western Conference first round clash against the Portland Trail Blazers 3-1. And Game 5 was actually supposed to be played early this morning, but players in the NBA led by the Milwaukee Bucks boycotted playing to protest the shooting of an African-American man, Jacob Blake. Now, it's reported that Blake, who's 29 years old, was shot 7 times in his back and is now paralyzed. The WNBA and the NBA have been vocal about social justice in America as they continue to protest police brutality against black people and racism. Now, kudos to them for taking a stand. Some things are bigger than sport. Some things are bigger than basketball. Unfortunately, time is never a friend on ZiFM Sport on a Thursday. We gotta go. The full team will be back tomorrow for ZiFM Sport on a Friday. Fire Friday. So make a date. For our throwback tune, I leave you listening to Eazy-E. It's the song Boys in the Hood. Enjoy.